It's a Wednesday, so it's time for another midweek update video. This is where we thank our sponsors for their amazing support and where you can stay bang up to date with our current projects. Without your help, we couldn't do the sport that we love to do, so these videos are my way of saying thank you. Right, when am I recording this? 8 o'clock on a Tuesday morning.
Here, tell us, Spastic, what actually was your crime?
Whistling on a Tuesday, Jester.
You bastard!
I know. I had plans. I had plans to film this episode last night, so I had a bit more time to edit, but things happened, and that's exactly what this episode is going to be all about. And it's mainly going to be about the Mark 1 Mini. Well, let's kick off with some good news though. If you haven't seen the video of the unboxing of that Brantz equipment, and a massive shout out to those people that helped fund it, please, I'll leave a link somewhere up here or at the end. Anyway, I spent yesterday installing it into the dashboard. So I basically fabricated myself another bracket to go in front, the navigator area, where I could mount the trip meter and the rally timer in a place where, Catherine can quite easily reach it. But I also wanted to make it so that I could unbolt the entire bracket and transfer it over to the Rally Mini for when we need it in there. Although Brantz do make these absolutely amazing sockets and pins so that you could unplug them quite easily. I decided to go Deutsch connector basically because I've got lots of those, and I know that I can get spares for them. That everybody carries spares for those in the rallying community. And again, me being me, I did it properly. It's all nicely labeled and glue heat shrinks and everything else. So and it's all wired into the fuse box, which is a similar setup to how the Rally Mini works. One of the extra little features that I made is mounts for the remote buttons for the trip meter and the timer. I can't take credit for that. It was when Glenn and myself were doing the Hero 1 challenge.
Cursing you with the death of 1,000
What are you driving?
Well, I'm not.
I noticed I think it was a Healy had them in, and basically they are rally mud flap brackets. I've got them on the back of the Rally Mini, and so I had some spares anyway. And what they basically do is, it's complete fluke, I'm sure, but if you cut a little notch out, those brackets fit in there, an absolute treat. So basically I mounted the brackets on the dashboard, put some Velcro on the back of the buttons, so now they fit in place. So if you ever need them, you can just grab them, put them on your lap or clip them to your clipboard. Anyway, it makes it a very nice, tidy setup. Although it's got the 12 volt to both systems, only the timer is 100% working at the moment, because I haven't fitted the sensor, which I'm going to put on the back wheel for this. A little bit complicated because when I installed it to Glenn, that's a video that's going to come out fairly soon, is the installation of the sensor in Glenn's MGB GT. We wanted to put it on the front wheels, we couldn't, it just didn't work, so we decided to put it on the back wheels. Not ideal on a rear wheel drive car, but it's basically the only option we had at the time. But that's exactly what I'm going to do on both of the Minis, is put them inside the rear hub. But it's a little bit more complicated than Glenn's one. It's a lot tighter in there, obviously, because it's a little tiny classic Mini drum. But also the sensor is at a certain length where I can't do what I did with Glenn's car, just drill a hole in the back and nut and bolt it to the back plate. Can't do that, so I think it's going to be some sort of hybrid setup. That's my challenge for today. However, before they do that, you may notice that the reason I'm in this garage is I've got a problem with the Mark 1.
Who is the richest person in the world?
Scumbag Vivian.
What?
I installed the electrics, and then Catch and myself were going to go to the gym. So we went, okay, brilliant, let's take the Mark 1. It'll be a great little play with the timer and a shakedown for the rally event that we're going to do in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks?
Anyway, driving back, all of a sudden, she cut out. And I could tell it was petrol. I had that feeling to it.
2 weeks?
Went, surely we're not out of petrol. So we coasted into a little car park. We realised that the fuel pump's packed up. It's got the old mechanical fuel pump on the back of the engine, and yeah, it just gave up. We tried to call the AA, but they were hours away. So made a phone call to my mate Robbie Cooper, who we often go rallying with and doing sprints and stuff like that. And he kindly dropped what he was doing, came straight to us and towed us all the way back here. Thank you very much, Robbie. I really do appreciate it. You saved our bacon. It sounds like a bad thing. It's actually a good thing, isn't it? I'm always looking on the positives in life.
Cheer up, Brian. You know what they say?
The whole idea of driving the Mini to the gym and back was as like a little mini shakedown. And that highlighted that issue. That could have happened as we drove up to the event, so I'm pleased it happened now. I'm in two minds what to do. I mean, obviously, it would be nice to go for electric fuel pump, like we got in the Rally Mini. I've still got the two fuel pumps that I took out of the back, you know, the smaller facet ones. Ideally, it'd be nice to have a proper gold top.
Would you like a schmuck and a pancake?
Facet one the same as the Rally Mini, because the whole idea of this car is maybe in the future for it to be the perfect recce car and spares package when we go rallying. However, I know exactly how I operate. If I do that, put the pump in the back, there's a bit more plumbing that I need to do because I need to mess around, and obviously I'm gonna have to do a wiring system with a switch. Although it's very easy, it's just more stuff and more time, isn't it?
Son of a bitch is dug in like an Alabama tick.
So I'm in two minds whether to do that or just replace the mechanical fuel pump just for this event and then maybe do that in the future. I don't know, we'll see. And then obviously I need to sort out that sensor because say our event is in 2 weeks time. I'm navigating for Glenn this weekend up in the Cotswolds. Really looking forward to that. So there's an awful lot to do and not a lot of time. So I'm gonna make this a fairly short episode. I'm really sorry. Despite all these issues, I hope we are inspiring you to have a go at club level motorsport. And if you'd like to support our little team, please have a look at the descriptions below. There's lots of ways that you can help us. So wish Glenn and myself luck in the MGB GT rallying this weekend, and I will see you next time. Ta-ta for now.
Here's my horse. Cheers, mate.